pulling that sled backwards and screwing around. And I just leave it sitting right there in the back of the sled. But it works pretty simple. So, let's see here. What was that? Oh, that was out of that. Oh, Jesus. Probably could have unloaded that dummy. So, yeah, just getting some stuff all wrapped up. So these are trail markers. It's an old sign. I didn't have a good one, but this reflects pretty good. Not as good as a new sign, but so I'll drill a hole right here, and then I just drive a big galvanized nail into it, and I don't pin it tight to the tree. I pin it and then bend the nail down so the nail's kind of driven like this, or like this, and then it hangs away from the tree, and the wind will shutter it like that, and it keeps that frost from building up on it. You know, you see the road signs here, and they're all covered in frost sometimes. Well, it helps. It doesn't totally stop it, but it sure helps. But when we get years like this, when the snow is so deep, I can't see that trail. There's just so much snow, it covers up that indent. So over the past few years, I've been slowly putting these up, and it really helps. So I was using reflective tape, and that seemed to weather and go away. But oh, I found this. So when I go out and do my cross the river the first time, and then in the spring, I'll go across it and chop it with the axe to see how deep the ice is. And it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's a necessity. And then I plant trees across the ice just as a marker of the trail where I walked across. And I've been trying to figure out some way to drill a hole. And I was going to build something, and I was in Samson's Hardware the other day in Fairbanks, and they had this. And it's pretty cool. It's actually really simple. A guy could build one. But I think it's 2.5 inches or something like that. But you just hook it to a drill, and then so I'll be able to just take a stick and just stick it in the hole now, instead of trying to pack a stick in where I chopped it with an axe. So I was pretty excited about that. I think it was $50, but it'll be well worth it for that maiden trip. And now I want to find one. I see you guys doing dirt hole sets now that are with some sort of earth auger, and I was wondering, where do you find one of those? I'd like to get like a 3-incher. For the most part, it won't work in our country, but it'll work in some of my country, like under those trees where it's kind of tundra and duff. So I'm trying to get myself back into the artistic mode, and I don't know, just after buying some art and getting that piece from Sharon, it's just kind of got my artistic juices flowing, I guess. So these are a couple pieces that I've started and hadn't finished. And so I pulled them out and trying to get remotivated. I actually need to get new reading glasses for carving though, because I can't see up close. And this is a piece that I'd started, and I just couldn't get into it. I had a lot of time in it, but it just wasn't coming out. I wasn't seeing it, wasn't reading it. He had big potential, but I just couldn't do it. But hopefully I'll get that finished sometime here. But yeah, so 2 number 9s that I refurbished for a guy. They got to go out. I'm waiting on him. And then I think I am going to take this, since I'm boiling, I am going to take this. This is a 114 that I found on the line. A guy was supposed to buy this one and that Helfrich 750 over here. And then he wants to renegotiate for a lower price after we were done negotiating. So I told him, screw it. He ain't getting them. And so anyway, I'm going to take this out. And I have never caught a wolf in a 114. And I better do it pretty quick because I'm getting to the age where I don't know if I can set these anymore. Oh man, almost, but I'll probably get a bloody nose. But I want to take that out and catch a wolf in one. So, excuse me. But yeah, so this is one I found. I've actually found, I think 3 of these on my line. I have one more out at the cabin. But yeah, I think it would be kind of fun to throw one out. And the old time wolfers say this is by far the best wolf trap ever made. I don't know, them old timers never used a number 9, but yeah, they're a pretty good trap and they're just beautiful. They're a work of art. So, but yeah, so I think that's all loaded. To get some more wire. This was a trap that I pulled off the line. I'd caught and lost a marten in it. And it was one of the traps that was on the line when I bought it. Old cast jawed number 1. And you can see it's pretty weak, but I just kept it out there, and I've missed quite a few marten in it. So finally this year I took it out and I'll just give it to somebody. But then this was one that was also on the line. This was at Stan's, but I just didn't like, these coil springs for marten. So, but, oh, better check that. Doing pretty good on the antlers this year. That makes me happy. I got one of our guys on here that wanted this little one right here. And then my sister's new mother-in-law, I think, wanted one too. So, but yeah, the heck time's it getting to be? So that's all tied down, 5:13. Should go get something to eat. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get back out there now. Like I said, I was pretty nervous and just a little reluctant to put a bunch of gear out. It's just one of those things. I can put a bunch of gear out there, but if something happens to me, for somebody to go out there and find all my gear, that's pretty remote. I mean, for the most part, most trappers could find it, I'd think. If they had my GPS, I think most guys could just kind of know. Some of the stuff that I put out's a little bit out of the ordinary. But it's just something trying. But for the most part, I don't know. It's just, I'd be scared to trust somebody to go out there and check my line if I was in the hospital or something. Not only for being able to find the gear itself, but just for their safety if they're not used to riding that kind of country. So, I kind of take it for granted what I do every year. I mean, when I'm out on the line every day, and And then when I bring somebody out there, I kind of realize that, okay, this isn't that easy. So, but yeah, well, I better go do that. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then I'll figure out something else to do. So we'll catch you guys later.